Right, we were gonna go ahead and move out of our closed session, so I would entertain a motion to leave the closed session, please.
So moved.
So I have a motion by Councilmember Wong,
Second.
second by Councilmember McGraw to come out of the closed session. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Post same sign. All right, we are back on agenda item 9, consent items. Again, these are all items that don't necessarily need a conversation, but do need our approval, and any and all can be discussed or pulled out at this point. So with that, are there any comments or questions regarding consent? All right, I got one. The parking on Engler, has that ever been really parking on Engler?
It's never not been.
So what's gonna happen to that apartment building when they do their snow removal, when they have to pull out, they do their underground parking? What's gonna happen there?
Well, they're likely gonna have to do what other apartment buildings in town do, which is basically manage by doing different sections.
Okay, so someone is going to be talking that, not all of a sudden the day of, we dump on them?
Yep.
Okay. Is this a county request?
Yeah, well, it's a county requirement for the improvements being done on Engler.
Well, like I said, I think that that's important, that's a reasoning behind that.
Yep.
If anybody didn't understand that, is this parking requirement has to do with because of the future construction on Engler Boulevard and improvements that would definitely make parking a bad thing, so. Okay, all right, anyone else have any questions? Entertain a motion to approve consent.
Motion to approve consent.
Motion by Councilmember McGraw,
Second.
second by Councilmember Wong to approve consent. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, both same sign. Motion carries. That moves us into bills. Anyone?
I have a single question tonight. Page 21, there's an item for Hentges and Sons. This looks like for the Highway 41, 61 improvements. Is this the final payment for 41, or is there still more that we need that are outstanding?
So Hentges, so the project is still going. So Hentges is the one that manages all of the stuff for the off-street stuff. So the paseos and parking lots and everything like that. So you're gonna see that continue to go through this summer. And we wouldn't, we hold retainage on those till they're completely done and approved and all that. So you'll probably see a payment even go into next year to get that.
I drove through there today. There is work going on from 61 all the way to Second Street.
Yeah. Yep. So
So there's lots going on.
yep. So all the construction they're also doing that as well. So,
Yep.
Okay.
So that's all really part of the original bid.
Yeah, it was part of the original
Some of it are
package.
subcontracting.
Yep.
But generally Henches could pretty much take care of his own stuff, so.
No, I thought they were supposed to finish everything by like end of this summer. That's that's why I thought we'd heard from, like permanent.
Yeah, I think it's
They're saying mid-July, yeah.
mid-July
Yeah,
is,
so mid-July, so everything should be done, but we might still see bills. Just
Well, they just wander in late.
yeah, because you see that, they're making requests for subs that made payment. Again, we hold retainage of 10% for some time period, so the projects tend to linger, project payments tend to linger longer just because of that.
That is all I got.
All right, motion paid bills.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All right, so I got a motion by Commissioner Wong, second by Commissioner McGraw to pay the bills. Discussion. Hearing none, Elise, we call roll?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes. All right, moves to other business, Councilmember McGraw.
I'm gonna keep it short tonight and not listen to myself talk, so I have nothing else to ask.
All right, Councilmember Wong.
Let's try to be brief here. So the Veterans Day program was last Monday, the 27th. It was a week ago. Excellent program. Thank goodness the clouds parted for the program, so it was nice to be able to have that outside. And so thank you to all the speakers, to everyone who helped set up and prepare the program. It was really well done. And of course, thank you to Chaska High School Marching Band, as well as the Middle School East Marching Band as well for participating in the program.
Can I
Yes,
add something?
absolutely, of course.
I don't know if you remember, Mike Peterson spoke a few years ago at Veterans Day ceremony. He is the Chaska, I still believe he's a Chaska resident. But he spoke at Washington DC at the Vietnam
Oh, I
Memorial.
saw that.
Wow.
Yeah.
He is he's got an amazing story and he's an amazing speaker, but I thought when you mentioned that about the speakers, I just happened to think of that, but that was, that's pretty amazing, for him to be down there. So, but on a side note, so.
Yeah, no,
all
it's
right.
very, very cool. And yeah, so it's great to see everyone up with honor guard as always. So Chaska History Center is a Graveside Tales Tour, June 29th at Mount Pleasant. So I don't know if there's any spots still available, but if you're still interested to go to the Chaska History Center website. Farmers Market starting on June 5th. And Fire and Ice is July 12th and 13th. River City Days is Friday, July 26th through Sunday, July 28th at Lions Park. And the US Amateur Golf Tournaments, August 12th through the 18th. So there's a lot of events coming up for the summertime. Looking forward to, attending most, if not all of these. And I think that, yeah, for the most part, it should be a pretty busy summer. So that's all I got.
Okay. Elise,
Nothing.
Christoph, Matt.
Nope.
All right, a few things. I got something today, and I got it the other day, but surprising to me is our population as of April, I'm sorry, April 1st, 2023, we have 11,262 housing units and a population of 29,739. So we are in all likelihood over 30,000 already. That is shocked me. I did not realize that we had bounced that fast. And that's not even including, that's April 23. That's not including the apartment buildings that, 600 units we just put in place. Well, they're not all in place, but that'll be opening soon. So I thought that was rather interesting. So, all right, rain. We've obviously had a lot of rain. People don't realize what that means to us. I'm sure we're in flood stage.
Yeah, I mean, we have gates closed and everything. I don't think we're gonna get to a major flood stage.
No, but I just want people to realize what happens. Flood stage for us doesn't necessarily mean that the water is up to the top of the levee, is that the water gets so high that we have to close the gates. And I kind of go through this every year, which means all rainfall then that's coming down the hill down here, all has to be pumped over. So there was one year, what were we in flood stage for, like 9 months?
Yeah.
So hopefully that's not the case, but even though it seems like everything's fine here, our public works crew, I assume we have one person on around the clock
Yeah, because
that
they're
monitors pumps and monitors different
diesel
things.
generators, and so they have to go down, make sure that they're fueled, going, because you're right. I mean, if they turn off,
Yeah.
that
We have a serious problem.
we flood ourselves from
You know,
inside.
our
so-
biggest, like we've talked about a lot of times here, is our biggest problem is flooding on this side, not that side. That if one of our pumps fails or something like that, or we really do get that major rain, especially now with the ground so saturated, everything's gonna run, so.
It is pretty amazing when you think about, I mean, when we came into spring, we
Yeah.
were pretty much in drought.
We're lucky it was probably in a drought stage because of the amount of rain we've got now. We'd probably be a little more nervous than currently situated, so. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that because that's something that's a hidden thing that people don't know about, that our public works staff is out there monitoring this stuff, and everything to residents, everything's fine because all the water disappears. There's no standing water, which is a good thing. So thanks to our public works for, being on top of that and taking care of that. We've got a city survey coming out. When are we thinking?
Mid-June.
Mid-June, so there'll be a city survey. It's randomly chosen, right? So anybody may or may not get that survey. please fill it out. It's important for,
No, it's a telephone survey.
oh, it's a telephone.
They
call.
actually get
It is a call. Okay, so you would get a call. So you're gonna get a call from somebody with a number you don't recognize. Do they leave messages or they just go on to the next one?
No, I think they actually try to get the people that they have on that list. They also, I always get the question, well, what about cell phones? So they have cell phones too.
Well, I know that we passed the landlines because hardly anybody's got a landline.
Yep.
But, okay, so, well, like I said, if you get that call, please do that city survey. That's really important for us as staff, that gives us a lot of direction. And then that's generally what we put in there is things like that for direction for as we move forward. It's just kind of part of our planning to move forward. So, please take the time to do that. Highway 41, by the railroad tracks, we're going through some issues there about a closure. But I've heard now we've just got back down to a 2-week closure, possibly, or less.
Yeah, that's what their goal is now, is to get it, because that's what they had communicated to us last summer. And we communicated that to everybody else. And so,
Maybe help calling somebody?
yeah, but they definitely have they've definitely changed their direction and are looking at ways to get back to what they had originally communicated.
I mean, for anyone wondering, why are we talking about that? How's that? It affects us, our city, about population that can get in and out of here and.
And this is the railroad tracks down.
Yes,
south
I'm
of
sorry.
the river.
Sorry, it's really in Scott County side, so it's south of our river but it affects what happens here. And, the downtown was closed, most of summer last year. We certainly don't need more closures. And then we had a couple closures up on the north side, so. People are gonna start going, why don't you coordinate? And we tried coordinating with the one over there and it just did. We told them you needed to do it last year when the road was closed, but. So hopefully, it'll be minimal closures. I'm glad they got the point that it means a lot to us to not let that happen, so. Just real quick, next meetings, we got June 17th. We got July 1st, July 15th, the 29th is our 5th, possibly,
Probably have it, maybe not.
but more later. June 19th is Juneteenth, which, city offices are all closed now. That is a national holiday. So make sure if you're doing business anywhere on June 19th, pay attention. I think this is the first year of the national
No, we had
holiday?
last year.
Last year? Okay. So just be aware of that. I don't even know. Is it midweek? I don't even know.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it's midweek. So, oh, that's right, because it was on our meeting. We had to move our meeting that day. So. That's all I got. Anyone last call? If not, I would entertain a motion to, adjourn.
When was the last day of school? First in Carver County, so.
Oh yeah, graduation's Friday. I got a grandson graduating. He just lost in baseball 4-1, so they're out. Bummer. So,
Except if you're in elementary or middle school. Middle schools,
Oh, yeah.
elementary schools go further into the week.
High school goes till Thursday.
All right, well, it's elementary, my Carver Elementary, I know the last day is tomorrow, I can. tell you
I was
that.
gonna say Wednesday is what I've heard from, I don't know, or Wednesday.
What,
Either that or Wednesday, I got
your
kids. I
kid
don't
might
know.
be telling you it's tomorrow.
Pre-conference tomorrow.
Depends on what grade they're in. Yeah.
All right, motion to adjourn. Did I get one?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Gross, second by Councilmember Wong. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Both same sign. See you in 2 weeks. Thanks.